At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
If you need help preparing your taxes this year, the time to call a pro is now. But as Angie Hicks of Angie's List shows you, don't rush to hire just anyone. It's important to put in the time to research who will be going through your taxes.
Millions of Americans file their own taxes, but how many of them aren't taking full advantage of tax breaks and tax deductions that they qualify for but don't know about?
Hiring a professional can actually help you take advantage of deductions you may not even realize you're eligible for. A lot of times people think about mileage for work as a possible deduction, but we had one member that was commenting that she was required to stay up on the news, and because of that she was able to deduct her cable bill because she needed it for work.
Having a CPA do my taxes has saved me hours in time and probably thousands of dollars in taxes.
You want to find someone you trust and ideally develop a long-lasting professional relationship with. That way they know your finances and can help you if you miss deductions.
Folks should set up an appointment as soon as anything changes in their financial situation from the year before. It's never too late to educate yourself on what your situation is for that year. So anytime during the year is the best time to schedule an appointment. You need to make sure that you have the right documentation before you take a deduction. Never estimate or guess based on last year or prior year numbers. Specifically for 2012, make sure that if you're issuing a 1099 or receiving a 1099, that you do it correctly. The IRS is really cracking down on 1099 miscellaneous income, and you never know when you'll be selected for an audit, so make sure that the documentation you have is what you would be able to explain to an IRS agent.
You should also know that your tax attorney or CPA will take care of you in case of an audit.
Although it was an expense that I couldn't see myself necessarily being comfortable with, I went ahead and took the leap, hired a CPA, gave them all the paperwork, and it was such a relief at first. So my first reaction was, wow, this is nice. I'm willing to pay someone to do this for me. But then I quickly realized that it was an investment. He found things that I hadn't noticed. He told me and reassured me that I would never have to deal with the IRS, that in the case of an audit, that he would be the one going in between and just asking me for exactly what we needed to help get through that time. So don't be nervous about audits.
Many of us dislike the idea of hiring someone to do a job that we think we can do equally as well. But when it comes to taxes, the laws change all the time, and it's hard for anyone but a tax professional to keep up with them. If you think you might be missing out or paying more than your fair share, hiring a qualified professional may be money well spent. This is Ian B. Clark for News 46.
The 2012 holiday season was brightened for many Valley Electric Association members thanks to donations to several community organizations made by VEA's Charitable Foundation. A total of $7,500 was allocated by the foundation's board of directors to help offset the costs of providing holiday meals, buying toys for children of families in need, and stocking local food pantries. Among the organizations and holiday efforts supported by VEA's Charitable Foundation in December were the Pahrump Veterans Food Pantry, Nye Communities Coalition Community Meals, Food for Thought, K-9's Holiday Food Drive, Marine Corps' Toy for Tots, the Positive Pahrump Toy Drive, Amargosa Christian Fellowship's Holiday Meal and Food Pantry, Beatty Volunteer Fire Department, Beatty Lions Club, Dorcas Women's Club of Fish Lake Valley, Angel Tree Project, and the Sandy Valley Community Church for its community meal and food pantry. That's a lot of organizations, but it's a great thing that they all helped out with that. And now here's Deanna O'Donnell with your news across Nevada.
Nevada's unemployment rate for November fell to 10.8%. That's the lowest it's been in more than 3 years. Las Vegas's rate fell to 10.4%, while Reno dropped to 9.9%. Reno metro area's unemployment rate is the first single-digit November reading since 2008, down from 12.1% a year ago. The Las Vegas region registered a decline of 2.6 percentage points in 2011. In Carson City, the unemployment rate in November fell to 10.3%, down over 2 points from a year ago, and 0.4 points relative to October. This month's 10.8% unemployment rate is the lowest since March of 2009, and private sector unemployment reached the 1 million mark for the first time since March. Critics in Nevada are calling new regulations that excuse cities and counties from posting public salaries online a strike against transparency. A legislative commission last week passed regulations allowing cities and counties to post only aggregate salary expenditures on their websites. Previously, they had been required to post individual salaries. Some say the move could open the door to fraud and abuse. Local governments spend most of their taxpayer dollars on payroll. The new regulations implement a 2011 law ending a requirement that local governments posting quarterly financial statements in the newspaper. State Senator David Parks of Las Vegas said cities and counties should not post employee salaries because it's an invasion of privacy. On New Year's Eve, more than 330,000 people are expected to be visiting Las Vegas. That's going to leave a non-gaming economic impact of about $210 million on our economy just for one night. New Year's Eve tourists will trickle in over the next few days, with New Year's Eve being on a Monday this year. The visitors authorities hoping that most travelers will be extending their vacation to 4 or 5 days. The 150,000 hotel rooms could be filled 90% or more. Some of the events in Las Vegas include the band The Killers, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and rap artist Pitbull will also be performing. The UFC will be holding their annual New Year's Eve weekend event this weekend as well. The hotels up and down the Strip will set off fireworks on New Year's Eve, bringing in the new year with a bang. If you're having a New Year's Eve event and you would like the public to know about it, you can send it to news@kpvm.tv or give us a call at 727-9400 extension 201. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada. We just got past Christmas. I know everyone's looking forward to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yeah.
You tell us all about the weather then?
I will afterwards, after the break. You got to stay with us, okay?
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We had partly cloudy skies today. Our high was 50 degrees, up a little bit from yesterday. Winds were coming out of the west-northwest at 5, with our gusts only at 9 miles per hour. Not too bad there. Pressure was at 29.95. UV index is still the same at 2 low. Humidity moved up a little bit to 43%. Sunrise was at 6:54 a.m., and our record was 70 degrees back in 1980. We're a long way from that. Taking a look now at tonight, we have mostly clear skies. Our low is looking to be at 24 degrees with the winds coming out of the north at 4 and gusts dropping even at 8 miles per hour. Humidity, however, is going to go up to 61%. Our sunset was at 4:37 p.m. and our record was 19 degrees back in 1988. Moving on now to tomorrow, we're going to have mostly sunny skies. Our high is unfortunately going to drop down a degree as if we need that. 49 degrees is the expected high tomorrow. Our low is going to be 24 degrees, still at that freezing point there. Our winds coming out of the east-southeast at 3, gusts only at 5. Humidity moving down to 42%. Sunrise once again is looking to be at 6:54 a.m. and that UV index is still going to stay the same at 2 low. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast now, we're seeing clouds for most of it, other than Tuesday where we are expecting sunny skies for once. Our highs are going to remain in the 50s except for tomorrow where we're going to see 49. Highest high looks like it's going to be next Thursday at 58 degrees, and our lows are still remaining in the freezing. Our lowest low is going to be 24 degrees tomorrow, and our highest low is going to be 30 degrees on both Wednesday and Thursday. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Have a great evening, everyone. I'm Zach Fuentes.
I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
Good night, Pahrump.